Macamagav, everybody. This is a donation from our friend Gregory Lalor, who wanted me to put Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd versus Momentary Lapse of Reason from Pink Fraud. Yeah, I'm serious. I don't like Pink Floyd without Roger Waters. And here's something that a lot of people won't say, because people that do love it, they think Division Bell is better than this. I think this is better than Division Bell. I'm a lunatic, all right? Just get used to it. I don't think like you because you're superior. All right, so, yeah, this is beyond classic. I will say, there was a short time there I was so burnt out on Dark Side that I stopped listening to it, and I would say to myself, God, that album's overrated. Because I listen to Animals, Wish You Were Here, The Wall way more, and I was used to listening to those and not this anymore. But I bought it. I bought it maybe 2 years ago because I didn't have it on vinyl. I had it on compact disc. And I said, you know what? I got to get Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon on vinyl. And give it another spin. And, oh man, I love this album. I do. There's songs on here I don't like. But not many. This is a freaking masterpiece. Yes, it's their biggest album. I believe it sold the most. And, but it didn't sell more than Sammy Hagar. Street Machine. Is that one of his albums? I don't know. Who cares? Pink Floyd rules. This, not so much. But there's songs I like on here. I can't say that about Division Bell. All right, so let's do this. Here we go. All right. We start with, he wants me to take Sign of Life off so they can match each other. So the opening of Momentary Lapse of Reason is gone, which it should have been gone in the first place. All right, but Speak to Me versus Learning to Fly. I love them both. I love Learning to Fly. When that song came out, I remember soon after it came out on the radio, and I'm like, man, I'm digging this new Pink Floyd song. I didn't buy the album, but I liked it. And they announced Pink Floyd's playing the Orange Bowl. This was a long time ago, the Orange Bowl. It's just been gone for a decade. And I was like, oh my God. So I went and bought Momentary Lapse of Reason and thought it sucked. But I love Learning to Fly. I'm giving it actually Momentary Lapse of Reason, believe it or not. Because I love Speak to Me. I think it's awesome. But it's like a little intro. So there you go. All right. Next. Breathe in the Air versus Dogs of War. Now, this is ridiculous. I'm giving it to Dogs of War. I listened to this today. Momentary Lapse of Reason. And I remember liking Dogs of War back in the day too. It's like one of those rare songs where I actually don't mind the saxophone. I hate the saxophone. I hate pretty much every instrument you blow into, but there are exceptions, and Dogs of War is a good exception for the sax that I like. I know a lot of people, they like a lot of saxophone. I don't. But New York's all right if you how's it again? What's that Fear song? New York, if you like saxophones. Anyway, I gotta put on the record. I have it on vinyl. I gotta put it on after I'm done with this. There's so many of us, there's so many of us, there's so many of us. I did a cover of that song with a girl. I live in a place called Hialeah. And you know the part, I had her go, Hialeah. And I recorded it, and the guy recorded us. He's a friend of mine, but he smokes weed. So he never got around to putting it down. Next time I talk to him, I'm going to ask him, do you still have those tracks, dude? What the fuck? Because you got to add drums to them. That was the thing. All right, anyway. I'm going off on a lot of crap here, huh? Yeah, I love Breathe in the Air, but I'm giving it to Dogs of War. Crazy, right? Dark Side hasn't gotten anything yet. What the hell? All right, next. On the Run versus One Slip. On the Run wins. There you go. Dark Side got one. Because One Slip fucking blows. First it starts off with somebody playing on coconuts or something. Then it goes into this mellow garbage. It sucks. And On the Run, man. I remember when I used to love Dark Side when it first came out. I had it. Was it on A-Track? No, I didn't have it on A-Track. I had it on vinyl. And listening to that on headphones. This is before I ever smoked pot. I would listen to that. It was like being high. It was futuristic. Now it doesn't really sound that futuristic, but it doesn't sound old either. It sounds like it would fit today. On the Run wins. All right, next. Time versus On the Turning Away from the sad and the sorrow. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics. I don't want to know the lyrics. I hate that song. And that was a song all with Learning to Fly that they played to death on the radio back then. I was like, play Dogs of War. That shit sucks. What's that going against? Time. Come on. Time. I gotta say, man, every time I hear that song, I might have said this in the past. I think of my friend Julie, who I don't know where she is. She had a turn for the worse, got addicted to drugs, homeless, prostituting. I heard all these stories about her. But anyway, me and her, you know, we had a little thing going for a little while there. And I remember laying down and listening to this song, listening to the Dark Side, and that line in the song, when I come home cold and tired, I like to warm my bones beside the fire. And that was one of those rare South Florida chilly days with the heater on. That's that. We can't fucking light no fire in no house here. It's too fucking hot, you know. But that night, I remember that, and that's a special memory I have of her. And I remember, you know, even knowing her after that, I would tell her that. When I come home tired, I like to warm my bones beside the fire. Life sucks, man. You have these beautiful moments in the past, and then that person you had a beautiful moment in, life just fucking destroyed her. I doubt she's still alive. I hope she is. Hope she turned her life around. Well, anyway, bless her. Next, The Great Gig in the Sky versus yet another movie. I don't like either one. I can't stand Another Gig in the Sky. I know a lot of you like it. I've said in the past, and people out there like it. They like that woman getting yelled at, like she's yelling. To me, it sounds like a woman, like somebody beating her up. I don't like the sound of chicks getting beat up. You know? I don't like that. That's why I don't like that song. I'm like, leave her alone already. So when it gets to that song, when I listen, I go over there and lift the needle because I don't want to listen to a woman getting beaten. That's what I think. So I'm giving it to that crappy Yet Another Movie. All right, hey, this is a long track by track. Gregory Lalor, you're getting your donations worth, buddy. Because now it's time to pick a random album. Right here. If it is something I haven't picked recently. Oh, I have, well, this is awesome. It's a band called Saint. In the Battle is the name of the album. But I did pick the other day, and this is a great album, by the way. But I picked the other day The Calf. And The Calf is my favorite Saint album. All right, let's go on this side. Let's go way over there. Oh, my friend from Canada. I'm sorry, Canada. Jackson Routing got me this. I think this album came out like 2 years ago. It's called The God Machine. Whatever year this came out, this was my album of the year, I think. Or if not, number 2. This is an amazing, great new album. Well, newest album from Blind Guardian. That was a great pick, and I'm going to listen to that after we're done with this. All right, next, side 2, Money versus Running Around. I love Money. Running Around is short, and it's garbage. It sucks. So I'm giving that the dark side. All right, next. Us and Them versus A New Machine Part 1. Just like Run Around, A New Machine Part 1 is short and it's garbage. It's even smellier garbage than that other song. I'm giving it to Us and Them easily. All right, next. Any Color You Like versus Terminal Frost. Oh my God, is that song horrible. Listening to that today, it's like, oh. It's so dated sounding. You listen to fucking Roger Waters' Pink Floyd, that shit don't sound dated at all. This does. Sucks. Yeah, I'm giving it to Any Color You Like. Next. Brain Damage versus A New Machine Part 2. It's short, it's garbage, and it stinks as bad as New Machine Part 1, but this one's got flies. The other one had a fly, one fly, that was hogging it all. This one had many flies. It sucks hard. Of course, the lunatic is on the grass. You know, this is going to be a very long track by track, but I got to bring this up. The whole thing about the Wizard of Oz playing, after the third roar of the MGM line, you press play, and the movie matches with the album. It does in some parts. Like when Money starts, the movie turns into color. That's pretty freaky. And then that part, the lunatic is on the grass, the scarecrow's rolling around in the grass and shit. Those two parts are like, damn, son. All right, anyway. And of course, Pink Floyd's like, no, we didn't. It's just coincidence. Yeah, you think about it. Maybe if you play, I don't know, No Life Till Hammersmith, Motorhead, after the third roar of Wizard of Oz, some of it might match up. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that one day. But I gotta buy it. I don't mind the Wizard of Oz, but I don't own it. I'll buy it one day if I see it for cheap. It's a good movie. It's nice. I've seen it a lot as a little child. I haven't seen it in decades, but I remember liking it. Of course, Brain Damage wins. Next, Eclipse versus Sorrow. Oh my God. Sorrow may be the worst one on here. Dated 80s drumming. It's just fucking abysmal. Pink fraud. That's what it is. Pink fraud. And Eclipse, come on. See you on the dark side of the moon. See, there's chicks on that song, but they sound like they got away from a dude and they're just crooning it out, man. But anyway, Greg, this is the final score. I can't believe Momentary Lapse of Reason got 3. But it did. It has a couple moments. 2 moments. But that's it. That's what I feel. So anyway, everybody out there, what do you think of these two here, these here records? Leave it in the comments below. And by the way, as you notice, no AI this episode, because everybody that works in the AI laboratory, they got arrested for buying meth. I gotta go bail them out. They're worth it though. They're worth it. Anyway, thank you again, Gregory, for everything, and everybody out there watching, thank you for watching. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Dark Side of the Moon if you want. If not, then listen to Black Sabbath, all right? And smack 'em a gob.